there guys, what is up? My name is Kyle and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at my accessories and my setup for my DJI Phantom 3. If you don't know what a DJI Phantom 3 is, basically it's a quadcopter. It's a really high-end, really fancy, and really great quadcopter. I mean, it kind of blows all the other ones out of the water, at least that I've seen or that I've used in the past. It's really high quality, but I'm not here for a review of that because there's already like 500 of those on YouTube. So if you really want to find one, just search DJI Phantom 3 review on YouTube and you'll find plenty of answers. But today I'm going to be showing you guys basically my package or my setup for my DJI Phantom. It's basically what I take with me, everything in one small nice package for when I go out flying, and really it's everything that I need in order to go and fly. I mean, it's a nice compact package. I've done some modifications, I've added some stuff on, and I've just got a nice package that keeps everything together, and I just throw that in my car when I need to go and film, and it's really, really nice. So I wanted to show you guys that today, show you how my setup is for my drone, show you some of the accessories I have for it, just give you guys some ideas of what you might like to have if you have one, or if you plan on getting one, and just kind of give you an overall look at what you might need or what you might want, and give you some ideas for a case setup. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Be right back. Alright guys, here we are. This is my total setup. Everything in this bag, and I guess on this bag, is everything that I take with me whenever I have to go out flying. So you guys will notice this is the DJI hardshell backpack. This is the one that DJI sells themselves. It's about $120, and while that is a bit expensive, when you're considering that the product that's inside of it is $1,000 in its own, let alone the accessories, it really makes it worth it to protect it very, very nicely. It's hard and it fits everything in. It's all form fitted, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But it just makes sure that everything stays protected in one nice package. Up here you will also notice that I have got something pretty unique. Here is a sun visor, and this helps to keep the sun out of the tablet's eyes, or I guess the tablet view of your eyes, while you are filming. You guys can see it pops up very nicely, holds an iPad mini, and you just put your iPad mini in here, you put this on side your controller, and then there's that, and it's nice and good. Now you guys will notice that I did add a few things to kind of customize this. I added a strip of Velcro on the back here, as well as a strip of Velcro on the front, which allows me to have a little Velcro tab that keeps it nice and closed, because it normally doesn't close this way, it closes the other way. And then I have this big Velcro here, which allows me to attach it to the outside of my bag very nicely so that it sticks on, and it sticks on very, very nicely, so all I have to do is take the bag with me when I go. You guys will also notice here attached to the bag is prop guards. I'll show you guys the installation of the prop guards here in a short moment, but you guys can see here that I keep the prop guards on with a carabiner clip. Basically, they don't fit inside the bag themselves, so they hang around the outside with the carabiner. All you do is you just pull them off like that, and then put them on, and then when you're done, just go ahead and put it back on there. And you guys can see the bag does include a nice little loop to put the carabiner on. So that's that. When you go ahead and open up the case here, you guys can see right away everything that's included. First off is obviously going to be the Phantom itself. Now I want to go ahead and take a quick look at this. Basically, as you'll see here, that there are these black and orange things on it. These are part of the system. You guys can see here, you just go ahead and take this prop guard and you just slide it right on in there. So there's absolutely no hassle when you want to get up and going. You don't have to screw anything in, it just slides in, slides out. These are pretty easy to install. All you do is you unscrew the bottom four screws from each motor, screw in new longer ones with these inside, and then you're all set to go. That did mean that I did have to go ahead and modify my case just slightly. If you look, you'll see that it's a little bit rougher on the edges here, and that's because I actually had to carve out the space for the extra size of that, and then I used a lighter to burn it a little bit just to make a little bit of a smoother cut. Also on the device, you guys will see here, there is a gimbal guard for it. Now this is a little bit better than the one that originally came with it. I found this one on eBay. I'll try to link it if I can find it. If not, I'm sorry. But you guys can see here, it does slide off very nicely, very easily. It's a little confusing at first, but it helps keep your gimbal nice and protected as you're moving it around. And I would definitely say that's a must-have. All right. You guys will notice here we do have 2 extra batteries. They slip very, like I said, everything's very nicely molded to it. So there's 2 batteries here, one that came with it obviously, and then an extra one. The remote control fits very nicely into there. Now I do keep 2 cords here. These are really tiny cords. This first one is for an iPad. It's really tiny, basically it just goes from the controller right to the iPad. Really simple, really easy. And this one has a nice little hole in there. And then this one is a micro USB cord, which is used, actually really it came with it, so I'm not 100% sure what it's used for because I use a card reader for my drone. You guys can see here I do have an iPad in here. I'll show you guys that. Just a normal iPad mini, nothing too special about it. Go ahead and put it back in there. My propellers fit nicely in there, regular spare propellers. I've got a lanyard for it that just basically attaches onto the controller here just to help ensure that it sticks on, keeps it around your neck. You guys will also notice on the controller I do have a Velcro stick that's once again for the hood so that it stays on, because I found that it would not stay on very well and it would keep trying to fall off, and I was afraid with the iPad on there that it would fall. So that's what that's for. I do have a third-party charger for my device. This is a Smutree, I believe is how you say it, charger. Like I said, link everything in the description box below. Basically, this allows you to charge, not necessarily at the same time, but allows you to plug in 3 batteries at the same time, or 2 batteries and the controller at the same time. And it won't charge them all at the same time, it won't charge them any faster. But the nice thing about this is that you can plug everything in overnight, and then when you wake up in the morning, they'll all be charged. Even though they go in rows, you don't have to worry about going over, unplugging, plugging back in, and everything like you would with the default controller from DJI. Additionally, I have got my certificate, my FAA registration for my drone. I'm not going to show you the back side or the other side of that, but it is there in my thing, just because. This little box here I keep for little gadgets and gizmos and stuff. So in here there is SD card readers like that. There is a lens cover. I've got some extra screws for the prop guards. More SD cards and stuff in there. There's an Allen wrench, and there normally is a card reader that actually is a USB to SD card reader. That's on my computer right now, but that's normally in there as well. And then the last thing that I've got for it is it's a range extender. Basically what you do is you put this over the 2 antennas like so. Keeps them nice and parallel, that helps to extend your range. And then you add these on as well, and it focuses the beam of the transmission and allows you to get a lot farther. I found this can sometimes double my range depending on, of course, variances, but I do like this if I really, really need that extra range. Although I don't find that I use it too often, it is something that I like to have. And it all just fits away nicely. And then the other last final tip that I have is this is worth a lot of money and you don't want to lose it. So I have a tile hidden down here in the bottom. This is linked to my phone, and if you guys have not heard of tile before, there are reviews all over the internet about them. Basically, it's a location device finder, and when I put it in there, keep it in the bottom, it's always going to be linked with my phone. If it's not in the vicinity, someone stole or I lost or whatever, I can put it in lost mode and people can help me search for it. So that's really, really great, just in case, you know, it's a little bit of extra security. I think it's definitely worth it. But besides that, that's pretty much everything in the case. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions regarding any of the products in the video, feel free to leave a question down below in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. But like I've said previously, the links to pretty much everything that I purchased are down below to help you guys out on your search. Things you might like to include, you can get them really quickly, really easily from Amazon. I do all my shopping on Amazon because it's awesome. So hope you guys liked the video. If you really liked it, a thumbs up would be really greatly appreciated. Like I said, any questions, comments down below. And if you guys really liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out the channel a lot. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and see you guys later.